Following the locals' declaration of sovereignty, regional leaders turned to Moscow today, asking to officially become part of Russia. Moscow has indicated it doesn't intend to annex the region and is pushing for the eastern regions to be included in political negotiations on Ukraine's future to avoid a military solution to the standoff. The Kremlin did weigh in, though, on the results of the referendum, saying that Moscow respects the will of the people in Donetsk and Lugansk and hopes that the practical realization of the outcome of the referendums will be carried out in a civilized manner. Russia called for a postponement of the independence referendum last week, but regional leaders went ahead with the vote. The U.S., on the other hand, does not recognize the referendum, calling it illegal under Ukrainian law and describing the polling as suspect. Meanwhile, former Congressman Ron Paul weighed in on the apparent flip-flopping some may be noticing in the State Department's reaction to violence in Ukraine, referencing the U.S. side's denouncement of Ukrainian police action toward violent protesters in Kiev's Maidan Square during the winter months, and comparing it to the endorsement of a recent Ukrainian military crackdown on separatists of the interim government. He said the U.S. State Department provided much assistance earlier this year to those involved in the effort to overthrow the Ukrainian government. But now that those former protesters have come to power, the U.S. takes a different view of protest. Now they give full support to the bloody crackdown against protesters in the East. Do they think the rest of the world doesn't see this hypocrisy? As the crisis in Ukraine simmers and political opinions on the matter remain divided, only time will tell how this situation will be resolved.